What's up, everybody? We got a little hustle in the mug right here. It's Coffee with Robert. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. It's just kind of ramblings that I go through and just talk about and everything like that. You know, it's what's the most important having to do with the building? Any kind of structure, shed, house, skyscraper, big casino. How about some of them big buildings they're building in Dubai, like the tallest in the world and everything, or in China, you know, and they got them skyscrapers going on and everything like that? Well, no matter what, or how many, what about gorgeous building? You ever seen that place? It's got like 24 karat gold plated door handles and everything. The quality is just unbelievable. There is a level expectation that you have as soon as you get to the front door that the rest of the building's gonna be, you know? And I've seen some interviews that he did, Donald Trump, with, you know, the branding, the Trump name having to do with real estate and everything like that. And that's really cool. I like it, you know? And the thing is that regardless of what it is, or where you go, all right, everything has to have a fantastic, strong, withstanding, lots of integrity, but it has to do with the foundation. It has to do with the structure. It has to do with the site prep. No matter how good of a building it is, no matter how great of a structure is, no matter how strong the concrete is that's used to make it, if we don't have a firm foundation, the structure's doomed eventually. Something's going to happen. Might be a tsunami, you know, big wave of water comes through there, something like that. Might be like a Cat 5 hurricane, be blowing around and everything like that, cause that thing to start doing the Leaning Tower of Pisa and all that, you know. And the thing about it is, and it really hurts my heart, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but it does. You know, in 2015, I learned what a problem was. July 3rd, like 11:20 p.m. My father took his final breath and left this earth. He died from cancer. And what I learned through that whole experience is that, you know, even though I got all of his stuff, you know, so to speak, and everything like that, that at the end of the day, you really only have memories and you got pictures. Okay? And, you know, one of the other things that I learned is that anything that money will fix is not a problem. It's what we call a situation. And my father had a problem. That cancer could not be cured no matter how much money was thrown at the treatment of it. That's just all there is to it. Now, I see a lot of people go through a lot of situations that can be avoided if they change their habits, if they became more disciplined. And one of the greatest expressions of discipline and self-love is starting a savings account to build a foundation. And some people are going to sit there and listen to this video. What, money's not everything. But I've never heard somebody that's rich, that's in a place that I want to trade places with, say anything like that. Okay? Being broke is hard and it sucks. It really does. Waking up, going to a job that sucks, that you hate to, but you've worked yourself into a situation financially that you've got to show up, okay, because you've been living paycheck to paycheck, that really sucks. Knowing that you can't go in there and walk and say, I quit, because you have to make that amount of money to be able to survive every month. And so now you have a dependency situation. Because if you made more money, or if you found a job that you wanted to work at and you got paid the same, that's not a problem. That's a situation. Okay? And so the thing is that, like, I saw where somebody was in a relationship, they've split up, they're still staying at the house with their ex, the ex has moved another person in, and now supposedly is taking stuff from this other person, okay? And they can't move. Why? Because they don't have any money. Oh yeah, when I moved in, I did this, I put this amount of money into it, I did this and everything, and we did the home and everything like that, and I'm thinking to myself, what would make you think so low of yourself that you should not have some type of backups or reserves? Well, Robert, that's kind of harsh. I don't make the rules, but I have to play by them, okay? And in this day and time, folks, if you don't have $5,000 to $10,000 that you can put your hands on in just a matter of minutes, you're way behind the curve, because at any point, something that could happen and disrupt your whole world, such as the motor goes bad on your car. Because if that happens, the chance of one in the garage and being able to get another one put in there within 8 to 10 hours is extremely slim. So what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go rent a car so you have transportation, be able to get to work tomorrow, and then you're going to have to find a motor and then purchase it and then pay somebody to put it in, okay? And so now the problem is, what situation are we really in? We don't have a problem, we have a situation, okay? And I see this type of stuff all the time because of poor management skills, okay? Same person takes a trip, goes to Biloxi, and just had to get away. And I'm thinking to myself, you're in a bad situation, you don't have any money, but you can afford to go somewhere, spend money in a hotel, and then do some gambling. And so that makes sense. Okay. Well, here's the thing, folks, is that regardless, you need to have an emergency fund in case something happens. That's a foundation, okay? Otherwise, everything that you do from that point forward of watching this video, you are at some point more than likely going to have the carpet ripped out from you. Okay? And the thing is, again, if you don't have any money in savings, okay, and something happens, your world just goes whoop, upside down. And the thing about it is that if that doesn't bother you, I'm not sure what will. You know, you hear Dave Ramsey talk about it. My buddy Gerald Peters says, get your buckets right, you know. Regardless, if you don't want to work hard enough and become a millionaire or have financial independence and, you know, $15,000, $20,000 a month coming in from rental properties or dividend paying stocks, I get it. That's okay. All right. However, and especially those of you with kids, I can't tell you how many people contact me and are like, look, I got to move. I'm in a bad situation. Oh, I got another story for you. Calls me up. Robert, I got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home. I'll sell it to you dirt cheap. I don't have any land to go put it. I don't have a place to go park it. Hard-working person. Bad situation, getting a divorce, gave the check for lot rent to the soon-to-be ex. They never went and paid it. Somehow lost it, okay? And it's not a check, it's a money order, okay? So they got some kind of bank account where they don't have a branch. You know, it's one of these get paid by the card type of deals. I don't know, okay? Here's the thing. Guess what? They're being evicted. And she can't just pack up and leave. You know why? Because she doesn't have any money. And I hear this thing over and over and over. And I have even had people tell me about these situations and they're like, this will never happen again with me in my life ever. 2-3 years later, some type of drama, tragedy, car blowing up, losing a job, something. I don't know what it is, but it's something, okay? And then all of a sudden they're back in the same position. And it's like, you know, nothing changes, nothing changes. You can't help that. Folks, I don't make the rules, but I do have to play by them. And the rule is that money will make your life easier, okay? It's a funny thing. I posted something on Facebook, and we do have the Hustle Nation Facebook page. Look us up, follow us. I posted something, and this lady chimes in, and she's like, you know what? You're only about the money. You're this, you're egotistical, you're arrogant, and everything like that. And folks, if you choose to live paycheck to paycheck and you don't want any type of excess in your life, if you want to go to the dealership and not be able to afford a car with power windows and door locks, and if you don't want a car with air conditioning, and, you know, I got no problem, okay? It doesn't make you a bad person, okay? But please don't throw me under the bus because I want to work 7 days a week, because I want all of those options. I want all of those as decisions that I can make and say, yes, that's what I would like because I have worked hard, okay? Thing is that there's 4 things that money will help you do. It's going to help you have a better lifestyle. You're going to be able to make choices. You're going to be able to choose to go and spend time with family. You're going to be able to go and travel, all right? The quality of food that you're going to be able to afford is going to be much better. Your education, you can pay for a better education if that's the route you choose to take. You're hiring 2 attorneys. One of them comes from the local state college. One of them comes from Harvard. You're both starting them out at the same salary. Who are you going to hire? I don't make the rules, but I got to play by them, okay? So here's the thing is, and I forgot what number 4 is, food, housing. The neighborhood you live in is going to be dictated by the amount of money that you make and how much you can spend on housing every month. You don't think that's going to improve or degrade your lifestyle? It will, all right? And the more money that you have, you don't have to take the first thing that comes along. And I see people, they call me up all the time and everything. They're in a frantic panic. And they're like, man, I got to have something right now. And it's like, okay, well, you know, you're looking at $3,500 in first month's deposit. Now, oh, I ain't got that kind of money. And it's like, well, what do you think this is? Marriott? You just going to pay for a week? Hello? No, it ain't happening like that. This is actually a house. This is a long-term situation and everything. The reason I say this, folks, is that there is nothing like waking up in the morning. You know, I slept in yesterday morning. I slept in. It was an accident. Well, guess what? I don't have a boss standing over me. I didn't get no tardies. I didn't get a write-up or anything like that because I am self-employed, okay? I'm not really an entrepreneur. I'm more of an opportunist. I see opportunity, I take it, okay? So the thing is that when you have the ability not to be tied to something because you have the ability to walk away at any time, there's a tremendous amount of freedom in that. If you've ever woke up and said, oh shit, I gotta go there again, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And some of y'all might be in that situation right now. And if you're not coming up with a plan to get there, just go ahead and say, eat some of that crap sandwich and say, you know what? I plan on being this miserable for the next 30 or 40 years or however long I am on earth. You know, because that's the reality of the situation. Without making any kind of change, that's what's going to happen. Folks, I don't make the rules, but I do have to play by them. So get your money in order, get that foundation, have some type of emergency fund, and then only an emergency, use it. You know, again, I don't make the rules, but I do have to play by them. And I'm not trading places with people that, you know, are telling me that money sucks and that, you know, you're wrong for having it or anything like that. Because everybody that I do want to trade places says, yeah, being rich is nice, being wealthy. You know what? I really like having that $30, $40, $50, $100,000 a month and everything. I like having those options. I like just totally loading up the living room on Christmas morning for my grandkids. I totally like taking, you know, 2 weeks. I was watching a guy doing a live. He was walking around one of them huts in the Maldives where, you know, he's got the glass floor and everything like that. And he was just saying, this thing is freaking awesome. Well, the guy works a whole bunch and everything, so he can afford that for the whole week. He could afford it for a month, okay? It's an option. Have a great day. It's Rental Robert. If you need me, My email's in the description. Talk at you later.